this first, yeah, that's true. Maybe like fifth or sixth biggest country in the world.
Mm.
This first article is from screenrant.com, written by John Orchiola. That's
Oh,
back of the head. What do you know? What luck that you're here. October
what?
11th will be Star Trek's last big day in 2025. The last big day of the year. There's about 100 days left in this year, right? Give or
Mhm,
take
mhm.
one day. Why is October 11th the big day to circle? And then we can nap through the rest of the year.
Well, there might be one or two smaller days of that are also significant towards the end of the year, but October 11th is New York Comic Con. Specifically, Saturday, October 11th is New York Comic Con's Star Trek Universe panel, which will have the cast and producers of Star Trek Starfleet Academy, and then also the cast and producers of Strange New Worlds. So, what we're expecting on October 11th will be the last day where we get some big reveals about what will happen in 2026. So, we're hoping for a new trailer for Starfleet Academy. We're hoping for the release date, the official release date, maybe some key art. We got a really cool poster at San Diego Comic Con of like the logo and the people walking over the logo, but maybe like we'll get another cool poster or something. So we'll get something, I hope, that is significant to get us really, really excited about Starfleet Academy, because if it drops like in January or February, that's not very long at all. It's like 2 or 3 months away. So we're actually very, very close to the first like new Star Trek show that we've seen in a couple of years. And
Uh,
then of course
John, we're gonna have to correct you there. It's not 2 or 3 months away. Matt, I should call him Math Boardman, just confirmed that it's exactly 100 days till the end of the year. So we know it's gonna be more. Let's hear it for my public school math. All right.
nice.
Uh, anyway, please continue. But
But
you're right.
well,
If we get an announcement, what if it is in January? We're super close.
yeah, yeah, January or
Happy
February. Because
birthday to me.
Section 31
Sorry.
dropped at the end of January, so maybe that's the time frame, January or February. Like Picard, I think season three dropped in February of 2023, so like we're probably roughly in that time frame. So yeah, it'll. So that's why October 11th will be the last big day. Also, let me humble brag because I'm at work right
Yeah.
now. It's for Screenrant, and I'm looking at our live dashboard. This October 11th will be Star Trek's last big day article. Is the number one article on the site. So that's pretty awesome.
Yay!
Nice.
Star Trek fans are
Congrats!
showing out. They're showing out at Screen Rant
And this isn't just number
Yeah.
one Star Trek article on Screen Rant, right? This is number one article in all
Yeah,
of Screen Rant. That's
right now,
fantastic.
yeah, right this second.
That's
Cool.
great.
Wow. Pretty nice. It's because I'm not very good at reading, so I have to click on the same article 400 times.
We only want to click.
Yeah. So we
I'm
kind of
kidding. We also want you to read it.
we kind of touched on this a little bit last week, I think it was, trying to predict what's going to be announced at New York Comic Con because they love New York Comic Con for big announcements. God knows they don't like making announcements at STLV for whatever reason. They do like that big um, convention in South America. I think maybe it's in Brazil.
Brazil.
They've made some
Yeah.
announcements there too, which
Hmm.
was really surprising.
Right.
And they do some for Star Trek Day, but it seems like New York Comic Con seems to be where the most announcements come from, even more than San Diego, right? So what do you think? Are
Right.
we
Right.
we're gonna get, and I don't know why, what is it about New York that's better than San Diego in that regard?
New York is almost as big. Well, San Diego is like, it's the biggest con for all nerd
Tell me
stuff.
about it.
But New York actually has a little bit more prestige. I think it actually is bigger in terms of attendance. Um,
Hmm.
and so, yeah, and obviously because it's also New York, all the media is there. So it's Paramount loves that as a major studio. Paramount loves the big cons more than let's say STLV or even their own Star Trek Day for announcing things, just because all the media is already concentrated there, and it's the maximum coverage, it's the maximum like eyeballs and attendance you can have for a major announcement outside of like going to CinemaCon or something like that. Or so that's kind of why like Star Trek Day, for instance, right? We would love like a major announcement like this on Star Trek Day, but the studio itself likes to save their big stuff for the big cons.
Yeah, it seems like Star Trek Day gets the more in-house announcements like come check out
Mhm.
these articles on StarTrek.com and look at these new YouTube videos, whereas the big mainstream announcements are for New York. And by the way, Lucia
Oh,
Raz reminds us that the big convention in Brazil is CCCP, which I thought was Russia.
I don't think it's ECCP.
CCXP.
No, I know.
CCXP.
CC. Oh,
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 Oh no, wait.
uh,
That was on Ivan Drago's tights in Rocky 4, I
right.
think.
Yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
learned it.
Which you
He's
can
not
also
a
find
man.
there at CCXP.
He's a chunk of iron. Anyway, yeah, but that is the
He
thing,
dies, he
CCXP,
dies.
right?
but also maybe they save it for New York Comic Con because it's the last big convention, mega convention of the year, maybe.
Mhm. Yeah, that's right.
So, John, if you had to predict, if they said, John, you win $1 million, if you get this right, but if you get it wrong, we'll shave your eyebrows, then, and they asked you this question, what will be announced at New York Comic Con out of one, a premiere date for Starfleet Academy, a new trailer for Starfleet Academy. What were the other things that we had? There are a couple other things.
Casting.
Casting announcement for Starfleet Academy.
Mhm.
Maybe some Star Trek 4 news. Uh,
No, no.
maybe
Well,
some strange, maybe a new Strange New World season 4 teaser.
mhm.
What do you, out of all
So
or other, what
my
else
guess,
could be? Yeah.
my guess is full trailer for Starfleet Academy with release date at the end. Something announced about season 2, which is filming now. So maybe, also Paul Giamatti is there at New York Comic Con, and he wasn't at San
Right.
Diego.
Oh
So I think
boy.
we'll see a lot of him in whatever trailer, or we'll find out a lot about his new villain because he's been a
Right.
little bit under wraps since San Diego Comic Con. So I think this is his big coming out party as like, hey, I'm the big new villain of Star Trek. And then for Strange New Worlds, I think we're gonna kind of like how we in 2023, we got a clip of like Ortegas going on her first away mission, and then in 2024 at San Diego, we got the little clip of the four Vulcans. I think we'll get a
Mhm.
clip of season 4, something from season 4, maybe the puppets because they already announced it.
Right.
Um, so
What
that's what we're looking. That's what I'm looking at.
what is the puppets thing? What's going on there?
Episode
I don't
with
know.
puppets.
Yeah,
That's all we
I
know
mean,
so far.
and in terms of Star Trek 4, well, the thing is that this is a Paramount Plus panel, so it's streaming. It's about the streaming shows. It won't be about. It's not a Paramount
Hmm.
Studios like movie panel. So I don't think we'll hear anything about
Gotcha.
Star Trek 4 or any of the Paramount movies until sometime next year
What?
when they get their house in order at Skydance, at Paramount Skydance, and
Right.
there's an actual plan in place that they can announce again because they've already announced like the Star Trek Origins movie last year and nothing came of it. So and they already announced Star Trek 4 because they had a new screenwriter and nothing came of it.
Yeah,
So
so what? Yeah, because that's two different movies, right?
Yeah.
yeah, they're two
Yep.
different
Hmm.
movies.
And both have been announced several times over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's the new in
But I
vogue, right? You announce a movie and then you never actually make it.
never
Oh
gonna
yeah,
right.
get it.
yeah.
That's an En Vogue joke.
It is. But I think the buzz around Star Trek 4 is gaining more traction now because Zachary Quinto keeps bringing it up and keeps
Yeah.
pushing
Well,
for it to happen. So I
yeah,
think that's what.
he's the latest of the actors. But I mean, it's a thing where anytime any of those actors, any of those 6 or 7 actors who are in the J.J. Abrams movies, do any type of press for anything else they're doing, somebody, one of our, some outlet, sometimes it's us, will automatically ask me about Star Trek 4 because, just to get the
Mhm.
quote, because they will all say the same thing: we want to do it, and that helps fuel the possibility that it could actually happen one day, 10 years later, 11 years later. So
But do
Well,
they all want to do it? Because look at Zoe Saldana. Look at
she does.
she
Chris
does.
Hemsworth. I mean, a lot of these people are like pretty big time and pretty busy
Mhm.
now. Like they don't,
Hmm.
Hemsworth Hemsworth was he was George Kirk in the first Abrams
right.
movie.
And I know that they were
One
talking
idea,
about bringing him back.
Yeah. That was a scrapped idea. There was a team up idea where somehow James T. Kirk would find his father alive, and they would team up together, and that got to a certain point in development, but I don't think they could make it work. And then I think whoever the director was attached to that idea, maybe it was S.J. Clarkson, I think, left the project for creative differences. So, and then there have been so many directors who were attached to Star Trek 4 and
So many
left because of creative
writers
differences,
too.
and so many writers too. Yeah, like the most recent one announced last year was Steve Yockey, who did the flight attendant for HBO, the one with Kaylee Cuoco. But again, that was just
Mm.
announced that he's writing it. It's been a year, I think, since that announcement. We don't know
Mm-hmm.
anything about it. So
It makes me think of the whole. I don't know if you guys remember this, but they had announced another Battlestar Galactica series. And I mean, we're
mhm.
talking like 2012,
Yeah,
2013. And I mean, it was being talked about. And then it was like at one point, oh, this person's attached to the project. Now this person's attached to the project. And I think the most recent thing that I finally heard, or I heard, was is that they finally just like, no, this is not going to happen after,
Wow.
10 years
yeah, it was dropped.
yeah, they finally just said, we
And they
better
brought they
not.
brought it to Ron Moore too. They asked Ron Moore, "Hey, do you want another crack at it?" Because I think I talked to him about it really at some point like last year, and just off the record or whatever, or just in private. And he basically said, yeah, like I took a swing at it too, and just like I couldn't figure out like how to do it again better or differently. He already did it,
Mm.
so and it was great. Like how do you top what he
Yeah,
did?
that's what I was
How does
wondering.
he top what he did again?
How do you
Why would he
hire
do
the
it again?
same showrunner to redo the same show that he already did 10 years prior?
Yeah,
Right.
Like, I mean, George
and it
Lucas
was
would do it. He would
incredible.
add some extra tauntauns in there, but that's really it.
Houdini.
That's what you need. You just need Tauntauns walking by the Battlestar Galactica ship while they're like the
That'd be
Cylons are attacking
nice.
them.
That'd be nice. So, anyway, so back to New York, you say a trailer,
Yep, with
uh, a,
Paul Giamatti emphasized.
a premiere date, and what were the other things?
Casting
Probably,
and
yeah, probably something for season two. Some announcement for season two.
Some
A
announcement for
glimpse of season
season
two.
two. What about
Yeah,
any kind of casting news? Because they do like to drop a
possibly.
new casting thing.
Yeah, possibly some casting.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have no idea. They haven't announced anything for season two yet because like there will be a new villain for season two. Paul Giamatti's only
right.
in it season one, so maybe they've got another movie star that bombshell announcement that they're going to drop that he's the season two villain.
And then the other thing is, are they going to announce anything to do with Star Trek 4 or any Star Trek movie or anything
No,
out of left
no, not
field?
not not New York Comic Con. Not at New York Comic Con. 'Cause again, it's only Paramount Plus. It's a Paramount Plus panel. It's not Paramount Studios, the movie division.
Got it. So are they going to give us a teaser of Strange New World season 4?
Possibly, possibly we might get something. We might get a clip.
Maybe we'll get episode names for that or Starfleet Academy.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, good names.
Ooh.
Ooh, I think Starfleet Academy is really more of the focus of this one though,
Oh
because it's
yeah.
the next show coming up. Strange New World will
Mm-hmm.
be there, of course. They're going to try to avoid season three. I don't think they're going to bring up season three at all. They're going to look ahead to season four, and they'll inevitably also be asked about season five,
Oh
which is in
yeah.
production now.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Right.
everyone's in Toronto shooting it.
That's crazy
Yep.
that we just finished season 3 and they're in the middle of knocking out season 5. All
Yeah.
And they
6
just
episodes.
wrapped season 4 too at the end
Yep.
of
3 months
That's
ago.
July.
true.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's less than a 2-month turnaround. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So you think that's going to be the entirety of all Star Trek news, John Archiola? Do you think there's going to
I think
be
so. It's
any,
only
you
it's
think
only
there's
an
going to
hour long
be,
panel.
Thanks for watching that clip. You can find us on the main viewer live every Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern to talk about all of the week's Star Trek news.